And welcome back. Thom Hartmann here with you. And Alice in Mesa, Arizona. Hey, Alice, thanks for watching us on YouTube. What's on your mind?
Good morning, Tom. I'm calling mainly to ask you what you think about the recent bill that was passed by the House, H.R. 1313. It's called Preserving Employee Wellness Programs Act. From what I've gleaned so far, I feel like this will just allow employers to essentially coerce their employees into genetic tests.
Yeah.
So that means essentially they're going to be taking possession of your genetic information, your private information.
Yes.
So you could use it to, hike up your insurance rates and all that stuff. So what do you think about this?
We talked about this last week, Alice, and I agree. Your analysis, I believe, is accurate. This is a way. I mean, your DNA, your genetic information is something that actually has value. It has value to a potential employer. They can say, hey, is this person more prone to a disease that might cost more for my insurance, so I don't want to hire them? Is this person prone to a condition that might, 2, 3, 4 years down the road cause them to have a problem in the workplace, and so I shouldn't hire them? Is this person, whatever? I mean, this is not information that employers should have access to, in my opinion. And number one. And number two, it might even set the stage for the employers being able to sell your information.
Yes. And that's one of the things that I was concerned about, because this would put the responsibility on the employers to somehow securely store your information.
Right.
So that puts it in a vulnerable position. That very private information about yourself. I feel like there's my employer has no reason to know that part of me.
Yeah, we should have a right. Go ahead.
And I am frustrated that this bill is not getting a lot of information right now. I do listen to your show, Tom. I work nights, so I listen to you afterwards. But I feel like this isn't getting a lot of information. It's very important. It's going to affect how people are going to be treated in the workplace, several years from now. So, and it could potentially also open the doors to a new form of discrimination. There's already medical research that pretty much suggests that African Americans and Hispanics are already more predisposed to diabetes and hypertension. So I think if this bill passes, it can one day legitimize racial discrimination in the context of employment, because your health insurance could be higher. Your employer can just say, we're going to charge you higher because you're this much liability to us. You're going to cost us this much.
I agree.
So that's.
I agree.
That is why I called. I want people to focus more on this. The Senate is going to vote on it soon, so I would like.
Do you know the number of the Senate version of the House resolution?
No, I don't. But I did already call John McCain and Jeff Flake and urge them to.
They're your senators in Arizona. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's a good idea. I mean, there's a parallel to this somewhat in right now. The Trump administration wants to change the FCC rules so that your internet service provider can take your browsing history, every website you visited, and sell that to the highest bidder, including your employer. So they can say, well, has this person looked up genetic diseases? Or, has this person looked up, just let your imagination run wild. What are all the things that your employer might want to know about you? Your ISP can sell your browsing history, they can sell your email history, they can sell everything. And the Republicans are trying to promote this. I'll get into that in a little bit. Alice, thanks for the call.